Tonight, from Dallas, Texas, a city known for its art and culture, Dallas Music Network is bringing great Texas artists to the spotlight. We're streaming on social media and on all TV streaming devices on 2Stage TV. If you like what you see, your tax-deductible donation can help us continue to bring great Dallas musicians to the world. Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by a generous gift from Timothy R. Wallace. And now, Dallas Music Network presents The Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Emmeline.
And I'm John Paul.
And we are so excited to bring you another brand new episode of Dallas Music Network's The Spotlight.
Tonight we're featuring gospel, contemporary, and jazz artist Chadney Christle.
Chadney was born and raised in Dallas, Texas, where she started singing in church at age 5. She's also a composer and a multi-instrumentalist who's worked in worship music for years with the likes of Fred Hammond, Kim Burrell, and Kirk Franklin.
And now here's Chadney Christle.
This road before, closed and open doors, emotions running everywhere, seeking, fasting and praying. You just wanna win, not yielding to sin. God's got the perfect plan. Just leave it in His hands. He'll never leave nor forsake you. Open your eyes, put on your smile. Put it is here. Everything will be alright. Ooh, alright. Alright. You've been down this road.
back to Dallas Music Network. We are so excited to have Chadney Christle with us on the spotlight today. How are you doing, my friend?
I am great. I am good. I'm just excited about being here.
I am so glad to have you. Thank you so much for coming on the show to perform.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Of course. You have so much passion for music. It just exudes from you. It's beautiful. You've been doing this for a long time, since you were 5.
Yeah, long time. I'm 30. But I've been
Only like
doing
10
this.
years, right? Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Just keep it coming. Yes. No, I mean, I started early. I was 5 years old when I first started singing. Like I was saying earlier, it was like an accident. I was just singing along with a group called Commission that my mom and dad was watching. And I just started singing like, and they both looked at me and was like, where'd they come from? And I thought I was in trouble. So since then, I just, wake up to it, listen to it, sing, play. I started playing at 11 by ear.
Oh, okay.
And my mom bought a keyboard for herself. And I ended up just kind of, easing on there and just playing what I heard at church or what I hear on the radio. So
Yeah.
that's
So on the
kinda how I
side,
started.
you just hang out by the keyboard?
I wasn't supposed to touch it. It was one of those things. It's not a toy. And I'm like, I wait till she go to work and I'm, yeah. So once she heard how good I had become, then she just, just keep working on that. So yeah.
Awesome. So you had to sort of earn your place at the piano?
My godmother was an organist.
Okay.
And so even though I'm on this little bitty Casio keyboard, there's the organ with the drawbars and 2 sets and bass pedals, and I'm like, what is this? Sound the same, but she pretty much taught me how to turn it on and what drawbars to use and all of that good stuff. And then once I got to school, by the time I got to high school, I was still playing by ear. I still didn't have anybody to teach me how to play until I got to college.
Okay.
I started listening to Art Tatum, Oscar Peterson, and just a lot of amazing musicians. And I just started to learn jazz. Arlington Jones.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
my first piano teacher. It was like, this is this chord and this is this chord, and I'm like having a whole bunch of aha moments. That's what I've been playing this whole time. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So it sounds like you had the experience then of really learning music as a language that you internalized before
Absolutely.
you knew the formula for it.
I love that. Absolutely. That was the only way that I could just put things together. It was like pieces of the puzzle finally coming together, like, oh, wow. So I really loved it, but now that I understand the language of it, or I'm still learning, I'm still in school, I'm understanding more and more and more the language of the music. I'm able to execute it better when I'm performing and ministering and all of that stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, we were talking offline about how you just got done with a film scoring class. Tell me more about that.
The what? The what? What you say?
Film scoring. So you were a composer beforehand. You've been writing your own music for a while,
Yeah.
but you actually delved more deeply into the idea of putting music to a scene.
It's an amazing experience because I love movies, right? So, of course, I would remember my favorite, I think it's John Williams, and I hope that I'm right, but Jurassic Park. I was playing, I was at church one time and they were praying, and I was playing the Jurassic Park theme. And I'm playing and I'm looking like this, and I see people looking up like, so once I started listening to, oh wow, that music was in this movie and this score and that score, and just actually learning how to compose with an orchestral. I was like, wow. So I just got an A in that class. Woohoo! No? Okay.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
No, that's worth some applause. I'm sure we're applauding at home.
Thank you. So I think I'm really going to go in that direction because it's just a new level of joy I've never experienced until 12 weeks ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so just in case you need some music.
So if you need some music for your film,
Yeah.
Chadney Christle.
Yeah.
Shout out. I love it.
Thank you.
So, but it sounds like that's just deeper down the path because all of this stuff is different ways in which your passion manifests. You get to perform, and it sounds like for you, a lot of music is about the connection, like the connection between sound and scene, the connection between you and the audience.
Yeah. I love to read the room, and I try to meet people where they are, regardless of what genre I sing, because usually, of course, between three that I really do perform, and that's jazz, R&B, and gospel. I read the room a lot because I can always tell by body language, facial expressions, what they're enjoying, what they're kind of bored with, and I just use the music that I know, I guess, to kind of shift the room, the atmosphere of the room. So I had to make sure that I was connected with whichever song I perform. So that way, I never miss. And it's not just one style, one genre, but even all ages, ethnicity, everyone. Music is a love language, and I appreciate it. That's why I went back to school to kind of get more knowledge on how to connect with my audience, and not just on stage, but when they leave my concert, they can say, I remember this line of her song, or I remember this melody of her song, and it sticks with them. So it's very, very, very important to me of how well I connect with the audience, even on social media.
Yeah.
When you're not arrogant and you're actually approachable with your followers and fans.
Yeah.
That's just something I love to network. Like, I've been enjoying this moment with you. Like, she is so amazing. She's so dope. Like, where's your music? Let me, okay. So I love connecting with people because it's a love language. We can all speak that same language. So. Yeah.
Took for me on Calvary's cross. I'll never forget the blood you shed for me. You said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. Ooh, I'll never forget the blood you shed for me. The tears streaming down your mother's face. I can't imagine how she felt watching her innocent son die. The blood you shed for me. You didn't have to stay there, but you did it just for me. Ooh, the pain you did have to take, the shame brought to your name. When they started to doubt your call, you still took the fall. Even after knowing what we would do, I'm so glad to know that you're
Yeah, music is a
Yeah.
love language.
It is.
I think that's so true. And what I hear you saying is that one of the most important things for you is not necessarily that people are like impressed, or not necessarily that people, you know, make sure to add you to all their playlists, although they should,
Yeah.
but that they remember how your music made them feel.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I can go down the list of a certain song that I heard on this certain day. The weather was like this and like that. Even from when I was in middle school, high school, I want that to resonate with my audience, and how that connects with them. And I don't know. I'm trying to continue to stay relevant and seeing what's going on in the world and the politics and all of this, you know, racial dispute, all of those things. I try to stay connected and be relevant so that I can continue to reach the audience.
Yeah.
Because to believe it or not, the pandemic definitely exposed people, artists, and where we were, I think mentally, emotionally, and we just kind of had to keep pushing that encouragement from a musician standpoint, not just for preachers and scientists and all of that, but I think everyone, I never forget on social media, I think it was Brazil, everyone was singing on a patio or something, and they had guitars out, and they were singing Because He Lives. And I cried, and I was like, oh my God. And it was when we were locked down and we couldn't go anywhere, but everyone was on their patios in their home in Brazil singing Because He Lives. Some of them had their guitars out, no drums or anything like that, but it was just, wow, just singing together all over the world. Everybody knew Because He Lives, like, wow, that's a hymn, but I'm like, I didn't know they did that in Brazil, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I want to be with my audience, yeah.
And to think that in a time where we were so divided, not just ideologically, but physically divided, because we couldn't physically be together, that music was that force that united everybody.
No tours, no shows. That's how we live, that's how we eat, and you know, we just had to stop for that year or two, or someone's still trying to find work again. I'm just continuing to pray for, you know, all of us, and that we'll continue to go in a direction of becoming better musicians. And maybe around this time, we were able to really look into ourselves and kind of mirror and, you know, work on our emotional tired. Let that be something where we need to just rest so we can rejuvenate and write new songs, new melodies. That's what I'm doing now, so that I can release. So with Dallas Music Network.
So you're making new music.
Yes.
And it sounds like you're making new music in a way that was really inspired by that desire to connect through music, to unify with music. Can you talk a little bit about the new stuff you've been doing?
Yeah, I'm actually happy to say that I did it here, because I hadn't released anything, so you guys were the first to get it.
An exclusive. We like that. We like that.
And so one of the songs, All Right, I wrote it years ago, but it didn't resonate until the pandemic. So it's kind of, I even approached it a little bit differently, like the melodies and all of that good stuff. But the lyrics to the song, I'm definitely inspired by what is going on and just trying to reach people in a different place where it reached me, even though I wrote it years ago.
That's just
It's
your younger self speaking to yourself now.
I know, right?
And saying, hang on.
You're right.
Hang on.
It's gonna be okay.
We're gonna get through it.
Yeah. It's more inspirational. So, you know, with different types of religion, we can all just say it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You know, without pushing anybody away and all of that stuff. I hope, I can only hope that the music that I release to you guys is gonna be bigger than what I could imagine, because it really helped me. So,
Good. I think that's where it comes from, right? Is when it comes from a place where it was for your own spiritual growth.
Yeah.
And that's what you put into it.
Absolutely.
People feel that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you. You're encouraging me with my, okay, never mind.
That's what we do as artists, right? We bring it in, we bring it together.
Yeah.
So if people are feeling inspired by you, if they're thinking, God, Chadney is so amazing, I love her journey, I love her energy, I love what she stands for, and if they're really digging tonight's tunes, where's the best place for them to find you?
Facebook,
right.
Chadney the Christle. Christle is spelled Christle. Instagram, Chad Chris. No, I'm lying. Chad Key Sing. Chad Key Sing. Chad Key, Keysing. Twitter, I'm also on there, Chad Key Sing on Twitter and YouTube, Chad Christle. Chad Christle. So I'm on Snapchat, TikTok, all of that good stuff. My TikTok is really blowing up. For people I don't even know. I'm like, hey guys. Yeah, so yeah, I have a lot of, just type in, I don't think there's any other Chadney Christles in the world, so I'm sure you'll find me.
That's awesome. My friend, we are so inspired by you. You've got so much cool stuff going on. I am so glad that you brought your unifying energy to Dallas Music Network.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I can't wait for our audience to see more of that right now.
Let's go. Let me take a moment to testify about the wonderful things that God has done in my life. Like when my heart was broken and I didn't think I'd love again. You put the pieces back together and you made my heart sing, yeah. All the things He's done in my life, I couldn't tell it if I tried. He's done so much for me, I can't tell it all. I remember when I was broke as a joke and an eviction notice put on my door one too many times. You would let me be consumed. You always saw me through, and now I take this time to say I thank you. All the things He's done so much, so many wonderful. I couldn't tell. Hey, He's made a way out of no way. So let me. So many. I couldn't tell. He's made a way out of no way. So let me. So many. I couldn't tell. He's made a way. Let me tell you that God's been. He's been. My God's been. Said He's been. He has a way. Yeah. My baby. Let me tell you that God's been. He's been. Oh, taste to see that. My God is. See, God's been so good to me, yeah. See, God's been so good to me, yeah. He's been better, better. He's been better, better. He's been better, so much better. See, God's been so good to me, yeah. Come on, say, God's been so good to me, yeah. He's been better, yeah. He's been better, better. He's been better, better. So much better. Woo! Can y'all do me a favor? I want y'all to put your hands together like this. Everybody do this. Come on. Clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Everybody clap your Everybody clap your hands.
And that's our show.
We'd like to thank Chadney Christle, the Dallas Music Network casting crew, and you at home for watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Dallas Music Network on all of your favorite social media platforms because we have so much amazing content coming up for you next. John Paul, where can they find us?
We're everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere.
You heard it here first, so be sure to check us out and stay tuned for more fabulous content.
Let's go. Let me take a moment to testify about the wonderful things that God has done in my life. Like when my heart was broken and I didn't think I'd love again. You put the pieces back together and you made my heart sing, yeah. All the things He's done in my life, I couldn't tell it in a dry eye. He's done so much for me, I can't tell it all. I remember when I was broke as a joke and an eviction notice put on my door one too many times. You would let me be consumed. You always saw me through, and now I take this time to say I thank you. All the things He's done so much, so many wonderful. I couldn't tell. Hey. He's made a way out of no way. So let me so many. I couldn't tell. He's made a way out of no way. So let me so many.
Light at the end of the tunnel's getting bigger and I can't stop.
If you like what you see, please help us continue to bring great programming to the community with your tax-deductible donation. Donate on our website at dallasmusicnetwork.com. Or to find out more information on how to become a sponsor, email Beverly at dallasmusicnetwork.com. Thank you for tuning into The Spotlight, presented by Dallas Music Network.